I'm not sure I'm allergic to anything. I'm only allergic to poverty. Yes, poverty. Okay, so I would recommend you go to Mauritius. I recommend you go to Zanzibar. Oh, I'm not going to recommend this country. Oh, I feel like when you're going to this country, you go in August. You know those things that travel bloggers do? Tattoo. I don't have a tattoo, but I'm actually looking at actually getting a tattoo. I want to write Elroy, the God who sees me, somewhere on my, I don't know. Sometimes I do procra, whatever, procrastinate. Apply to be my best friend. I have a sprinkle of bad character, but I'm not a bad person. So please come and apply. Thanks. It costs nothing. I'll take care of you. You enjoy. It's not like I enjoy cooking all the time, but I can actually cook. At least I can boil water, I can boil indomie, things like that. Like what inspires me really, really in this life is just that it's poverty. I don't want to be poor. That's enough inspiration for me while I like Papa Jasco and Company. Hey, manufactured by Wale Adenuga Production. Back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, please use the subscribe button. And if you're an existing subscriber, thank you for coming back to watch my video again. So today I'm going to be doing a random get to know me better video. Yeah, you can see that I'm just randomly chilled on my channel today. So like I said, this video is a get to know me better video. So I'm just going to be asking some questions that I have here and I'll be answering them. So please sit back, relax, grab popcorn, juice, or anything you have and enjoy this video. So first thing here is, of course, for everyone that okay, so I'll actually start with my name. So my full names are Anuoluwaposimijuliet Arosiola. Anuoluwapo means God's mercy abounds profusely towards me. That's my Yoruba name. A lot of people here know me as Juliet because that's my English name. I feel like it's actually more convenient to say my name is Juliet compared to saying Anuoluwaposimi, like it's long. So sometimes people don't want to call the full name. So I'm just like, okay, my name is Juliet. It just saves me the stress of explanation. And my surname is Arosiola. Yeah, so those are my names. So if you hear people call me Anu, that's my name. If you hear people call me Juliet, that's my name as well. So just thought to clarify that. So the first question I have here is, what's the least favorite quality about yourself? Least favorite quality about myself? I don't know. Least favorite. Will I say procrastination? Because almost sometimes I do whatever, procrastinate. I do that a lot sometimes. And I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow, and I don't end up doing it. But another thing is I actually know how to multitask. Whenever I want to actually do something, I get it done. But I just feel like one thing that I do that is my least favorite thing is actually I procrastinate a lot. And sometimes I don't get to like start doing a whole lot of things under pressure. So I think that's like my least favorite quality. Another question here is, what's something that makes you feel unstoppable? I don't know. I just feel like for me as a person, I just kind of feel like because I have God, I can do all things. It is in the scriptures. I believe it so much. And I know that because I actually have God, I can do anything I set my heart to do. And I can be relentless as much as I want to be. So I feel like that alone just kind of pushes me to know that I can be more, I am more, and I will always achieve anything that I actually set my mind to achieve. So I think God is like one thing that makes me, or God is like the major factor that makes me feel like I'm unstoppable. Another question here is, what 3 words will you use to describe yourself? Okay, I would say that I am actually a very, very focused person. Yes, I know that. I know that. People say that to me quite a lot too, but I've actually come to the realization that I'm actually a very, very focused person. I am actually, another quality about myself is that I can be relentless sometimes. Like whenever I say I want to achieve something, I'll go like any length, yeah, to actually get it done. Like any length to get it done. Of course, under the confines of my values and a couple of other things, but I'm just saying it that I'll actually go any length to make sure that I get things done. Another quality that I could use to describe, or another thing I could use to describe myself is that I'm actually a very, very kind person. I don't know. Yes, I know that I'm actually kind. And because I'm not wicked, so I'm actually a very kind person. Um, so far, so good. As far as I'm concerned, I'm actually a very kind person. Another question here is: Will you call yourself brave? Hmm. Well, I think yes. The reason why it took me actually like it took me a few seconds to answer is because brave is actually a very, very big word. It's very deep. So will you call yourself brave? Yes, I think I'll actually call myself brave. I feel like I am actually brave. Sometimes I dare to do things that like I feel afraid somehow, but I'm like, I will get it done. Like nothing what's the worst that will happen? Do you understand? I think the only thing I'm still learning to do is to ask for help. I feel like if you watch one of my videos where I talked about like struggling in your 20s, I talked about asking for help. I feel like I struggle with that a lot because I actually don't like no for an answer. And as a result of that, I think that's like the only thing that I feel like I need to still work on. But regarding if I am brave, I think I am actually brave. Another question here is: what's your favorite childhood memory? Fam, I think I have a lot of favorite childhood memories, but one thing just came to mind right now. I think that for me, I'll say that I actually had like a very, very good childhood experience when I was much younger. For people that are watching my YouTube channel and knew me when I was small, please drop a comment in the comment section. When I was much younger, I was a tomboy for real, like for real, for real. I was a tomboy. It was bad. My mom, like, it was so bad that I didn't have like girls as friends. I had more of guys as friends. As against as instead of having like more girls, I had more guys because I actually felt it was safer to play with boys because boys just did not have issues like those fights that girls used to have, all those plenty things. Like girls really used to have all those issues, but boys, whenever boys come together, let's play game, let's play ball. When I was much younger, I was in a football club. Like I used to play football like with boys, and I used to play table tennis. I still play table tennis till now. But I played football, I played table tennis. I did a lot of things that guys would do and all of that. But I feel like in all of it, my favorite childhood memory would be um when I was not an adult. Like my parents were literally responsible for me. I feel like I kind of feel like that's enough. I feel like that's enough childhood memory. I feel like I enjoyed my childhood a lot. I played a lot, and but then I also remember how, when we were much younger, during Christmas, how my mom would take myself and my siblings, would go out, we'll go and eat. I remember all the birthday parties I used to go as a child, where you go and dance and win things home. Like, just the reality that life then was basically filled with enjoyment, nothing to really think about, nothing was stressing you out. I feel like those things are actually enough childhood memories. Like I remember that when I was much younger, when I go for birthday parties, I must come back, I must win something and come back home because I would dance. Even though now I still kind of try as much as possible to enjoy myself, but when you're just calculating, I feel like childhood was just very, very interesting because there was no so much of calculating to do. So I would say that was like my favorite childhood memory, the fact that I was people were responsible for me. So another question here is what's your biggest life regret so far? Well, so far so good, to be very honest. I don't think I have any regrets in life so far. It's not like my life is perfect. It's not like I have done all things right, but to be honest, I don't think I have like anything that I sit down and I think about and I'm like, I regret doing this. No, to the glory of God, none. And I hope that I wouldn't have any life regret anytime soon. Another question here is: have you ever had any spiritual experience that shaped your spiritual walk? To be very honest, I think that one spiritual experience that, like, when I gave my life to Christ in 2012, no, 14, was it 12? Either 12 or 14. No, 2012. 2012 was when I actually gave my life, received the life of Christ. And I remember that in 2014, when I got into the university, my pastor was preaching. My pastor then was preaching one day, and he said, the Holy Spirit is all you need in this life. Like, the Holy Spirit is your greatest advantage. The Holy Spirit is this, the Holy Spirit is that. He now said something, made a statement. I was like, do you know that you don't need an alarm clock? Like, the Holy Spirit can wake you up anytime you want him to wake you up. And as at this time of my life, I was actually still like, I was still a baby Christian because I was still even doing foundational class, right? And was like, do you know the Holy Spirit can even wake you up at any time you like? And I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Prior to that time, of course, because I went to boarding school in secondary school, so there was a way we used to wake up. They will ring the bell or they will press something, I don't know, but we all used to wake up at the same time. So getting to the university and like, and I hear in 100 level that the Holy Spirit can wake you up. I was like, I will try this thing. And the first day I tried it, I was like, I wanted to sleep. I prayed and I was like, Holy Spirit, please, I want you to wake me up by 5 a.m. No, 4 a.m. to pray. Guess who woke up 4 a.m. to pray? Me. Now that happened the first time. I thought it was a coincidence. I did it again. Do you know that when I was in school, throughout my university days, maybe some days or some weeks I was not consistent, I'm not sure, but I woke up 4 a.m. literally almost every day, 4 a.m., 4:30 to actually pray, just because I said, Holy Spirit, please wake me up by 4. And I wanted it to be consistent, except for weekends where I needed to actually sleep more. And since that time, 2014 till now, guys, what if I tell you that I've never used an alarm clock on my phone? Like, I don't even know where the alarm on my phone is. Is that bad? Okay, even now, in this my present age, I'll be like, Holy Spirit, please, I want to do Hallelujah challenge by 12. Please wake me up. Once it's 11:55, maybe I'll be dreaming one dream or something will just happen and I'll just wake up. And I'm like, this thing works. So that's not like the only spiritual experience I've had, but that's like the first thing that came to mind. And how that it has been very, very consistent. Like from the very first day I tried this thing, it has worked and it's still working. So I think that's basically what I would just talk about in terms of like my spiritual experience. Another question here says that what's the quickest way that someone can lose your trust? There's something one of my friends, it's not all just one of my friends, there's something that some of my friends say that I trust too easily. I don't have a problem with that. I think sometimes I feel like it's a compliment. Sometimes I feel like, okay, it's not so good, but I trust easily. Like trusting somebody is one of the easiest thing that I can do. When I meet someone, I automatically give you my trust. But when I give you that trust, I'm also giving you like a room to, what's it called? To earn it, like earn the trust completely. But the moment you actually like do anything to me that will make me doubt you, I lose trust in you completely, like completely. I trust easily, but one little thing can actually just make me lose trust. As an adult, I don't see any reason why I should lie, for instance, because nobody's going to beat me. So if you lie to me, that's one of the easiest ways you actually lose my trust. One of the easiest ways to lose my trust is lie to me. I feel like you can always say the truth and we can work with the truth. I don't know how to explain it, but lying is like just basically one of the ways to lose my trust. Another question here is, what's your number one goal in life? My number one goal in life, to be honest, is actually to touch lives, to be a blessing to people, to give, to put smile on people's faces, like to just help people. I don't know, like I just feel like one thing about this life is I derive so much joy in giving. I derive so much joy in making other people happy. I derive so much joy in being that come through person. Like, that when you have that come through friend, I'm always happy to do these things. And I feel like one of my number one goal in life is actually people, like to touch lives, to impact lives, to be a blessing, to help people. I think that's just it. Yeah, so that's it. Another question here is, have you ever been in love? Hey, have I ever been in love? Of course I have. I'm a lover girl, actually. I'm a lover girl and I've been in love, yes. Will I recommend love? Yes, I will. Namumu they fall in love actually. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Another question here is, what are you most grateful for in life? Well, I would say that everybody that knows me knows how much I love my family and how much family means to me. So I would say that one thing I am most grateful for in this life is actually the gift of family, the gift of my family, the gift of my family, my family, my family. I love my family so much. And family is not only like me, my mother, my father, and my siblings. Like some of my friends have actually turned family. So when I say family, I mean those people that are actually like very, very dear to my heart. And I'm actually very grateful and always grateful to God for them. Another question is, do you have any pets? Fam, I hate pets so much. Like doggo, catto, ratto, rabbito, anything at all. Pets, I can't stand them. I hate them like with all my heart, like passionate. Oh no, no, no. Well, maybe not hate, but to be honest, I don't like pets. I don't like animals at all. Another question here is, what's on top of your bucket list? Omo, the top thing on my bucket list there, apart from what I already said about being a blessing to people and helping people, when it comes to me, is to travel the world. My goal in life is to become a travel vlogger. Let me even put it out there. This is my YouTube channel. One of the things that I actually want to do on this channel a lot is to bring you guys around the world. Like, I want to travel and tell you guys that, okay, so I will recommend you go to Mauritius. I recommend you go to Zanzibar. Oh, I'm not going to recommend this country. Oh, I feel like when you're going to this country, you're going in August. You know those things that travel vloggers do? That's like one thing that tops my bucket list. Like, to travel around the world. And I know one thing is that it will happen soon. I'm not under pressure. It will happen soon. I'll start soon, and hopefully I'll be able to do that because it tops my bucket list for real, for real. It does. Another question here is, do you think that you're a friendly person? This question actually, do I think, I actually I don't come across, for people that don't know me, I don't come across to be a friendly person. Like, if you're looking at me for the first time and you're meeting me for the first time, I might keep a straight face. Guys, another question I have here is, what's your biggest insecurity? So I would say that I no longer have that insecurity, but a few years back, I mean when I was like back in university, I was not secure, like I was insecure about my body type. That's my shape. I kind of felt like I was carrying too much for my body. And I had this thing that I kind of felt like, okay, I've never said this publicly before, but I used to think that time, like whenever guys approach me, I used to be like, okay, are guys actually trying to talk to me because I'm fine? Or guys are actually trying to talk to me because of my body? So I was confused. I didn't know. And I was much younger. I mean, I got into university when I was 16. So I was like really young, a bit naive. So I couldn't really pinpoint, okay, is this why guys are trying to talk to me? Or is this why they're trying to talk to me and all of that? But of course, now I'm older and I have like sense now. I've grown, I'm more mature, and I kind of understand, and I kind of am, of course, I'm very, very secure now. Like I feel very confident in my body and all of that. But like that was like my greatest insecurity, and that was for a very, very long time. Like I felt insecure about my body for the longest time. But of course now it's way better. So another question here is, um when was the last time you cried? Fam, I cry at any inconvenience, so I can't remember the last time I cried. Okay, but definitely it wasn't today, but I've not cried this week. But my thing is, whenever I'm tired, whenever I'm angry, whenever I'm anxious, like I cry at the slightest inconvenience. I just take my time, I cry. Crying for me just helps me to relieve myself of whatever it is that I'm carrying, or whatever burden it is that I'm carrying. Like if I'm feeling very tired, if I'm feeling angry, if something annoys me too much or whatever, or I feel like the slightest inconvenience, I actually cry. So I'm a cry baby, like literally. I'm very, very emotional, but of course, not like I do that in public. Sometimes I'll just be in my space, I'll cry, and when I'm done crying, I come out and I feel better. So that's it. But I can't remember the last time I cried, but I'm sure I've cried this month that we are. I'm sure I have cried. Another question here is, do you have a boarding school? Like, did you enjoy your school, and did you have a school experience? Okay, So for those that do not know, I actually went to Queen's College in Lagos. That was my secondary school. I went to one secondary school before actually going to Queen's College in Lagos. So the first school I went, it was a junior secondary school and a senior secondary school. Like, it was different schools combined in sense that in GSS3 you have your prefect, in SS3 you have your prefect. So in GSS3, in the first school I went, I was the head girl. So from the beginning of getting into boarding school for me, my sister was like, when I was getting into boarding school, my sister was graduating from boarding school. Like, the gap was a lot in terms of our school. She's 4 years older than me in terms of age, but for schooling, she went fast. My sister was one of those children that I used to do from primary 3 to GSS1. I'm sure she's watching this video, but whatever. I said what I said. Sorry, primary 4 to GSS1. When it reached my turn to do double promotion, my father said, "Why are you rushing to? This life, no fee balance." But long and short is that I got into boarding school from GSS1. And I was not that person that senior could easily bully. I don't know what I carried though, but I was not one of those people that seniors could easily bully. I didn't get bullied in secondary school per se. Even though, yes, I had my own fair share of experience in boarding school that I probably will not be saying on camera. Like, I had some very funny experiences, but in terms of like senior bullying and all that, I didn't really experience much of it. And one thing also was that when I got into school, I had like guardians. I just had like a lot of things in place. I really didn't experience that whole bullying thing. So when I was done with that, my first school, and I went into Queen's College, SS1. I started Queen's College from SS1. And when I got there, I was like, I heard that some seniors are wicked, some seniors are this, some seniors are that. And I made up my mind that, I'm not going to allow anybody bully me. I didn't come here to be bullied. I came here to read my book. I came here to do this, that, that kind of motivational speaker. So when I got into school and everything, I was just very calm. Like, people did not even know me as such. When I was in Queen's College, then you hear things like slacker, bubbler. Like, bubbler means people that are bubbling. Slacker means people that are slacking, like you don't know them. Well, I didn't care. I came to school to read and to get out of this place. Like, I did not care about those things. So I wasn't popular in school. People did not know me. But when I got into SS3, I was the house captain of my house. So of course everybody in my house knew me. Like, I had to become popular just because of what my position was. But in terms of like being one of those people that everybody knew in school, no, I was not that kind of person. I did not even want to be that kind of person. So it was very, very difficult for me to get into seniors wahala. Like, I'm not sure. Yes, I experienced a little bit of punishment here and then. Maybe there's a general punishment or things like that. But all those roll under the bunk, roll inside sand, fetch water, this one, that one. I didn't really experience much of that in boarding school. But one thing I knew is that I had like friends that actually like went through hell in seniors' hands. And I will see something on Diary of a Niger Girl recently talking about like people were calling out seniors that were wicked to them in school. And I knew for one that I'm very sure, like 100% certain, that there's nobody on the face of the earth that can call me out and say I was a wicked senior. And I left a comment on that post that day, and I was like, one thing I realized is that in boarding school, people don't understand that there is a life ahead, like there's a life in front of us. Where we are right now, like as an SS3 student or as an SS2 student, like the real life is after school. I felt like if people knew better, they would have done better. If people knew that the real life was ahead, they would have treated people better. Do you know the funny thing is that most of us, for me, for instance, I have many seniors that were way ahead of me in boarding school that I actually finished university before them. I served before them. And they finished university like 2 years, 3 years after me, because some people went to schools where there was strike, so people did not get admission immediately and all of that. So at the end of the day, I kind of feel like most of us now, in reality, we are on like the same level. Like in real life, there's no more senior. So I just kind of feel like if people know better, they will actually do better. Or if they knew better, maybe they will have done better. But I did not, like I said, I did not have like bad boarding school experience. But I know that a lot of people had it bad in boarding school. And I just kind of feel like, will I send my children to boarding school? I've not made up my mind on that yet. When I have them, I will now decide. Even though I used to say that I will actually send my children to boarding school, but with the way dynamics, things are changing now, I'm not sure it's something that I want to gamble into. But when I have my kids, I'll decide on what I want to do. But the reality is that I feel like there is no award for being a wicked person. There's no award for being a bad person. There's no award for being the most wicked senior. At the end of the day, the reality is that the real life is after that phase of life that we are at and all of that. But anywho, I didn't have bad boarding school experience. Did I have a favorite memory in secondary school? favorite memory. Yeah, I can't remember. I feel like one of my favorite memories in secondary school was that time. For people that went to Queen's College, QCOG, shout out to you guys. I feel like it's that period where we used to have Founders Day. Founders Day for my secondary school was October 10, and they used to give us jollof rice. We didn't used to go to school. They used to give us plenty food and chicken. Anything food, count me in. But I can't remember if I had like any particular body school like memory that I really, really loved. I'm not sure. But I didn't have a bad body school experience. In fact, my dad used to tell me something then, that the reason why he sent me to boarding school was because he just wanted me to have the opportunity to actually be able to study, read my books and all of that, so I will not have to be going to school every day and coming home. It just felt like, okay, just be in the boarding school so that you can have time to do many things for yourself and all of that. And it was just amazing. And he used to tell me something, that if you feel threatened, if you feel bullied by anybody, if you want us to take you out of here, we can always take you out at any time. So I kind of feel like, yes, I know I'm loved at home. Not like my parents came here to dump me or anything. So I just kind of maximized the whole boarding school thing, and it paid. I mean, it was a good one. I learned a lot, waking up early, many things like that. Being responsible for yourself, being like being responsible for yourself, because you know you take care of your things. You do. Oh, no. Boarding school was just. I feel like it was a learning curve for me, and I'm happy that I actually passed through that and all that. So yeah, I think that's about it. So another question here is, do you have any siblings? Yes, I have siblings. I have two siblings. I have a brother and I have a sister, and I have many cousins. Yes, 4 cousins. It sounds like 4 cousins. I actually have 4 elder cousins that we kind of all grew up together. Another question here is, what inspires you? Like, what inspires me really, really in this life is just that it's poverty. I don't want to be poor. That's enough inspiration for me. While I don't even know how to explain it, but to be honest, I feel like one thing is that I don't want to be ever poor in this life. I feel like the beauty of having being able to provide yourself what you need per time without needing anybody's help is actually a blessing and a gift from God. And I feel like that's enough inspiration to push me on a daily basis to know that, oh, I don't want to be broke and I don't want to be average. Like, I want to be all that God has called me to be, and I want to actually be able to fulfill purpose. And to be very honest, there, fulfilling purpose without money, I don't know, man, but I just feel like you need money to fulfill purpose. This is not a Sunday message, but I said what I said. You actually need money to fulfill purpose. Another question here is, what's your favorite thing you do when you have your free time? I enjoy swimming a lot. When I have my free time, I enjoy swimming, and I enjoy sleeping. Like, I like to sleep as well. When I have my free time, I sleep or I go and swim. Do you access yourself to be a good cook? I mean, I don't know, but I can cook. I feel like I can actually cook. I'm not a chef, but I can cook. And it's not like I enjoy cooking all the time, but I can actually cook. At least I can boil water, I can boil indomie, things like that. But I'm just joking. I can actually cook. What was your favorite TV show when you were a child? Papa Jasco and Company. Hey, manufactured by Wale Adenuga Production. So to be honest, as a child growing up, I was not one of those children that used to watch cartoons. I did not watch cartoons growing up. I didn't enjoy it. I'd rather go and play. Go and play outside, play with boys, play with girls, play with human beings rather than watching cartoons. So I didn't really enjoy watching cartoons. But you know, all those TV shows, Papa Jasco, Super Story, Binta and Friends, all those there's another one I used to enjoy. Oh, I can't remember the name right now. It's like all these animations, yes, but cartoons. Aside Tom and Jerry, I didn't really enjoy all those cartoons. Even till now, like at this my old age, I can't sit down and watch cartoon. I can't just comprehend. I didn't enjoy it growing up, and I'm not sure I can enjoy it now. I wish my children the best of luck with cartoon sha, but me, I did not enjoy it. Someone asking, the another question here is, do you have any allergies? I'm not sure I'm allergic to anything. I'm only allergic to poverty. Yes, poverty. But any other thing in terms of food, in terms of, I don't think I have any allergies, to be honest. I don't think so. Another question here is, do you have a tattoo? I don't have a tattoo, but I'm actually looking at actually getting a tattoo. I want to write Elroy, the God who sees me, somewhere on my, I don't know, but I've been thinking about it. I kind of feel like maybe when I go on my first vacation, I would get a tattoo. Yeah. I have that very funny feeling that I will get a tattoo, but that's not about that. Another question here is, who is your best friend? Fam, I don't have a best friend. I've said this in a million times. I do not have a best friend. Like, in this entire life, I don't have a best friend. What I actually have very, very close friends. I have like like two persons that I can call like my best girls, but they are not my best friends. Like, because I feel like best friend is kind of exclusive. So if I can't share best friends in sense that if you're my best friend, you're going to be only my best friend, just like my partner. Like if you're my partner, you're going to be only my partner. So if you're my best friend, you're going to be only my best friend. But if you already have another best friend, I can't share best friends. That's the truth. I'm not going to be that comfortable. I'm not going to feel like I'm not going to be able to open up to you as much as I would like to. So for now, I don't have a best friend. Do I look forward to having a best friend? Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to like having a best friend. But for now, I don't have a best friend. So if you want to apply to be my best friend, I have a sprinkle of bad character, but I'm not a bad person. So please come and apply. Thanks. It costs nothing. I'll take care of you. You enjoy. It's just that I don't have money yet. So please come with money. Anyways, another question is, how do you enjoy spending your birthdays? I don't know. Like my birthdays basically from my next birthday, I want to be spending my birthdays out of Nigeria. Like let me just be going on vacations out of any city that I am in. That's what I want to be doing. I want to be going on vacations. I feel like that's like a perfect birthday for me. I've not experienced that before. I'm looking forward to experiencing it, like doing my birthday out of my city, out of wherever it is I am living, like traveling, hopping on a plane and going somewhere. But aside that, I feel like on my birthdays, I just actually reflect on the past year and I look forward to the new year. But there's really nothing spectacular, to be honest. But what I really look forward to is that every birthday I'm hopping on a plane and I'm out. That's the perfect birthday for me. Another question is, how long did your longest relationship last? I think I'll talk about my relationship in another vlog, in another video. I'll talk about my relationship in another video. I will actually talk about it. Yeah, I will talk about it. Another question here is, are you always on time or always late? To be very honest, I'm always on time. I'm not that friend that enjoys being late to anything. Like if you say 2 o'clock, I'll most likely be there by 2 o'clock. If I'm not going to be there for 2 o'clock, I'll let you know 30 minutes ahead that I'll be coming late. I hate late coming. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, why should you go to places late? Like, plan your life and plan. I won't take you seriously if you always come late for everything. So I'm not a late comer. I actually go to places early as much as I can. As much as I can. Guys, another thing here is like I have some questions here, but they're kind of too much. But I saw a question here that says that what's something that you feel like even if they crack a joke, you'll not laugh about. And it just reminded me that, guys, I don't like comedy. Like I don't like comedy in Nigeria. You know those things that you pack people together in Transcorp Hilton and you start cracking jokes. I don't laugh because nothing is funny. Especially for those people that actually use human beings to actually like joke. Must you joke with people? Like you can carve your jokes out of something else. But the moment you start talking about man, woman, relationship, or you're insulting your father or your mother or things like that, just count me out. I'm not always interested, to be honest. Like I do not enjoy all those comedy skits and all of that. Anywho, guys, I have come to the end of this get to know me or random things about me video for today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to actually do more of videos like this where I'll just be relaxed and I'll just be talking to you guys and gisting you guys. I think the next one is I'm going to be putting it on my Instagram story for you guys to ask me any questions. Like if you want to get to know me better, you can ask me any questions. So thank you so much, guys, for watching my video today. I really hope to be able to shoot more of like this kind of sit down content to just like give you guys random gist. Yes, so thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. If you're yet to subscribe, please use the subscribe button, yeah, and turn your notifications so that you can get notified whenever I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching. I remain your favorite HR girl, Juliet. Thank you, guys, and bye for now. Catch you on the next one. Mwah. Bye.